Welcome, humans, and any celestial body else out there listening. This is Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. I'm your host, Courtney Christine Koskin. This podcast, simply put, is a mix of human curiosity and how, with the help of AI technology, curious minds can get the answers we seek. Let's get mind-bending and plunge deep beneath the surface of our everyday thoughts. Let's begin.
What up, what up, what up? Thanks for being here with me today on Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. I am Courtney Christine Koskin, and today we are going to be setting a more somber, reflective tone. Yes, kind of like the rest of the podcast episodes I create. But this one is really going to hopefully make you think. And with that, let's begin. You ever think about how fast everything can change? How in a single moment, life can shift, and you're completely caught off guard? I do. I've had a few moments in my life that shook me awake. Moments where I thought, this could be it. And not the good it. The crazy thing is, most of the time, you don't even see it coming. One of those moments happened a few years back for me. I was driving through a winter storm in Colorado. I'm not from there, so I wasn't used to the roads or the weather. I could see the road in front of me ahead for a while, until I couldn't. It was like my whole world disappeared in a wall of white. And this wasn't just some casual highway drive. There was a drop-off on one side and oncoming traffic on the other. No way to pull over safely. No way to see the cars behind me. I was completely blind. And in that split second, everything in me panicked. Do I stop? Do I pull over? What if I swerve? I can't see anything. Oh God, what if this is it? I don't know how I made it through, honestly, but something, whether you call it instinct, divine intervention, or just pure luck, took the wheel. When the whiteout finally cleared, I was somehow still on the road, still on the right path, safe. But my heart, pounding, my hands, sweating. And that moment has stayed with me, because I realized I wasn't ready. If that had gone differently, if I'd veered just a little too far in either direction, what would have been my last words, my last action, my last thought? Years back, I was out in the ocean in the Outer Banks, floating on a raft with friends. Decided I was done and wanted to swim back to shore. Didn't think anything of it until I felt this searing, burning pain shoot through my arm. I had swum straight into a massive jellyfish. My arm went completely numb, and I started hyperventilating. I couldn't touch the bottom. I was too far from shore for anyone to see what was happening. And once again, I thought, is this it? Out of nowhere, a friend who had decided to swim back just after me showed up. I barely got the words help out of my mouth before he took me on his back and swam us both safely to shore. Those moments, those seconds, that changed me, because in one split second, everything can shift. 1 second, you're fine. The next, you're in a place you never expected to be. And the truth is, we all live like we have more time. We say, I'll do it later, kicking the can down the road. We hold back the things we really want to say. We stay in situations that don't feel right. We waste time on things that don't actually matter. Scrolling, stressing, overthinking, like we're guaranteed another shot at it all. But my question for you today is this. What if today was it? What if today was the last time you woke up? The last time you spoke to someone you love? The last time you laughed, hugged, looked up at the sky? Would you have lived differently? There's this hospice nurse, Bronnie Ware, who spent years talking to people on their deathbeds, and she found out their biggest regrets weren't about what they did, but about what they didn't do. They wished they'd been more true to themselves. They wished they hadn't worked so much. They wished they had the courage to say what was on their hearts. Nobody lies there at the end and says, man, I really wish I had spent more time worrying about what other people think. So why do we keep living like that's what matters? And here's the part that really gets me. Bronnie realized she was doing the exact same thing. Before she became a writer, she was stuck in a job she hated, living a life that felt safe but not alive. And after years of listening to people's regrets, she knew she had a choice: keep existing in fear or finally start living. So she walks away from everything, her job, her comfort zone, and she starts writing. Even though she had no formal experience, she followed what made her feel alive. And because of that one choice, her book, The Top 5 Regrets of Dying, has now reached millions of people, helping them wake up before it's too late. It makes me wonder, how many of us are waiting for the right time that never comes, waiting until we feel ready. But what if ready never comes? What if now is all we ever really have? I don't think this is about fear. This isn't about obsessing over death or living in panic that something bad might happen. It's about clarity. It's about asking yourself, if I only had today, how would I show up? Would I love people harder? Would I be kinder? Would I stop waiting for the perfect moment and just go for it? And the thing is, you don't have to wait for a near-death experience to wake up to that. You don't have to go through something terrifying to start actually living. What if we just decided to stop waiting, decided to say what we need to say, decided to stop putting off the things that set our soul on fire? Look, I'm not saying quit your job, sell all your stuff, and run off to Bali, unless that's your version of fully living. Then hey, go for it. But maybe it's as simple as telling someone you love them right now, not waiting for the right time. Doing one thing today that scares you but excites you. Letting go of petty grudges and realizing that most things just aren't that deep. Saying yes to something you'd usually talk yourself out of. Looking up from your phone and actually being here. Because at the end of the day, the truth is, we don't get to choose when our time is up. But we do get to choose how we live while we're here. I want to share this quote by Bronnie Ware that really stuck with me. Here it goes. Regardless of whether we're here for a long life or a short life, time is a gift, and how we choose to use that gift will determine whether we are creating a life of regret or a life of joy. The choice is ours. Bronnie has shared some incredible insights on regret and living fully. Her words have deeply inspired me and this episode, and I want to reflect on that a little more here, because we all have regrets, mistakes we've made, the way we've treated our bodies, the way we've treated others. And while there may be things we'd rather not remember, we're encouraged to look back with gentleness and compassion and say, I'm not perfect, but I'm doing the best that I can. Of course, truly doing our best means having the courage to honor the calling on our life. Whatever makes your heart sing, even if we don't fully understand it yet. It means letting go of the need to control the outcome and trusting that our heart is leading us exactly where we need to go. Faith in the bigger picture allows us to take one step at a time, knowing that in time, all will be revealed. I believe something shifts when we start living this way. The more we surrender to presence and gratitude, the less we fixate on outcomes. We begin to see that true joy, fulfillment, and bliss aren't about reaching a specific goal, but about having the courage to follow our hearts. That's when life starts to speak back to us through synchronicities, meaningful connections, and the people we cross paths with. These are the real rewards in the end. We all must face the reality that one day our time here will end. But until then, we hold the power of choice. And if we use that power consciously, with kindness and compassion for ourselves, that energy will ripple out to everyone around us. If today was your last, would you be at peace with how you lived? Or would there be words left unsaid, dreams left unexplored, love left unexpressed? Maybe you have more time. Maybe you have decades ahead of you. I hope you do. But what if you didn't? Because here's the thing, none of us really know how much time we have, but we do know we have right now. So let's not waste it. Go do something today that your future self will thank you for. And if nothing else, just love a little harder. Honor your heart, trust the journey, and keep moving forward. I hope this short talk leads you to a long, meaningful life. Thanks for being with me here today, in this moment. Until next time, go live. Thank you for tuning in to Curious Minds, Infinite Answers. I'm Courtney Christine Koskin, and I hope you'll join me for next week's episode as we proceed down the path of curiosity and discovery, uncovering various topics along the way. If you have any comments or want answers to your burning curiosities, drop me a line in the comments below. Until we meet again, find the good in the world, and if you can't find it, be the good.